Yo, what's up, VC? Bob here. Welcome to Vinyl Finds 12. That's right, folks. Number 12. Vinyl Finds number 12 here on the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. I was definitely out hunting for vinyl this week. I did not find a lot. I did find some records, and I will show them in a moment. But let me set this up a little bit. I'm out. I got my bag. It's filled with records out of the box that I'm going to trade, hopefully. And I find some records that I want, and I start to pull out my trade fodder, and the guy's like, you know, those records don't sell that great here. And I'm like, interesting. Kind of got to me a little bit, like, oh, the records that most of the stuff that I buy is not necessarily collectible. It's not the stuff that, you know, record nerds really get crazy about. It's not, you know, it's not punk. It's not psych. It's not garage rock. It's just music that I like. So I was like, well, shit, you know. Not going to be doing much trading. By the way, the record was ZZ Top's Rio Grande Mud, which I think is a great record, and he wasn't interested in getting it off of me. Oh well. Put it back in the bag. I'll trade it somewhere else because I have a beautiful copy already. But, so that is the situation, which brings me to what we're going to talk about today. These are records that are maybe not collectible, but I love these records. I think they have awesome songs on them, and I've been looking for them. So here we go. Boom. The Doobie Brothers, taking it to the streets. A little bit of dad rock here for you. It Keeps You Running. Taking It to the Streets is on here. Michael McDonald's on here doing his thing, you know. You know, he's doing all that. If you look on the channel, I've got 2 killer Michael McDonald videos. One was in the vlog. The other one is a video of him and band doing What's Going On, the Marvin Gaye classic. So make sure you check that out because it is badass, and it's right there on my channel. Great video, by the way. Doobie Brothers, Taking It to the Streets. Really clean, on the typical Warner Brothers label here with the palm trees and whatnot. Very nice. Next if you recall, I have been going around and round with the OJs. I was looking for Ships Ahoy so I could get For the Love of Money. And a few weeks ago I mentioned that I was looking for Superbad OJs, Backstabbers OJs. 2019 has started off pretty freaking epic, for me at least, because here we go. We got Backstabbers, which of course has the song Backstabbers on it, and Superbad, which is a super bad record. These are great records. This one is not on the original label. It's a slightly like the very next year, but it's not the one that's $150. It's a cheaper one, but this one will work because it is very beautiful condition, if you can see that. And try to get this one to where you can see it too. Also, very, very clean. Yeah, OJ's in spades over here. I have all the OJ's records that I was after. Yeah, all of them. All of them. Ran into this live from the Fillmore East. Original pressing, pink labels. Some dude named Lee owned this. As you can see, he felt compelled to write his name on there and on the labels. You probably know this record really well. I've had this record multiple times. This is an upgrade copy for me because it is in really fantastic shape, other than the fact that Lee wrote his name on them, which I feel like is a sign that Lee really cared for his record. Must have done somebody wrong. Stormy Monday. In Memory of Elizabeth Reed, Whipping Post, Statesboro Blues. I mean, come on, man. This is a dope. You Don't Love Me? I mean, this thing is packed with awesome songs. Whipping Post, Mountain Jam, Trouble No More. That's right, folks. This is a stone cold killer of a record. Favorite track on this one? Gotta go with Stormy Monday. I really love that. Though, in Memory of Elizabeth Reed is very, very nice. Okay, rounding out this week's vinyl finds. Booyah. Nirvana, Bleach. Kind of a older pressing here. Really clean. Super happy to get it. Love this record. Always had like a lot of like I had a cool shirt that had a lot of cuss words and stuff on it. That was Nirvana. And Negative Creep is on here. That's my favorite track off of this record. But a Nirvana record. Let's get into some deeper subjects here. Now that the vinyl finds for the week are over. By the way, I am working on a guy who's got some records that I really want, but it didn't happen this week. It's going to happen. Don't worry. It's coming up. Quickly. Still on the 335. 2 weeks in a row. This is my main gigging guitar. I play it all the time when I'm playing out and whatnot. And it is a 1965 335. Made by the Gibson Company. Had that guitar for a long time. Let's talk about an artist that most of you are probably not aware of. Somewhat guitar related, but I think most of you would probably enjoy it. If you see the records around, you should get them. We're going to start with the Mac Daddy of the series. Boom. Michael Hedges, Aerial Boundaries. Michael Hedges. He was around in the 80s, a little bit into the 90s, until his untimely death, of course. All the greats seem to suffer some type of strange, untimely demise. Hedges is no different. Mike usually plays a 70s D28, but you will often see him on YouTube with a harp guitar, a Dyer harp guitar, and playing the song Aerial Boundaries. Now, if you, this is on Windham Hill Records. It always comes with this dope, like kind of heavy, clear plastic sleeve with a listing of all the Windham Hill artists on it. You know, Aerial Boundaries, you have to get this because it has the song Aerial Boundaries on it, for one. But it has a bunch of killer tunes on it. And he's a virtuoso of acoustic guitar, okay? And it's beautiful mood music, and I can't speak highly enough about Mr. Michael Hedges. He has some other releases that I will show you now. This is a Hedges album called Watching My Life Go By. Same kind of deal. Windham Hill. Or wait. No, yes. This might be the first Hedges record, maybe. Or it could be... there he is right there. With said D28. It could be this one, Breakfast in the Field. This might be the first Hedges record. These early Hedges records are literally just him playing impossible. He's like a master of like a two-handed technique, tapping and pull-offs, and he is, look, if you've ever seen these dudes that like hit their acoustic guitar and like they're like playing rhythms while they're playing the melody and things of that nature, Hedges unfortunately is the catalyst for that style of acoustic guitar playing. So, you know, a lot of people are not big fans of that style of playing because it's been kind of overdone and played out, and you know, whatever. I like it. I think it's cool. Hedges does it the best. He's the most tasteful, and whatever. In his later years, he got a bit wild. He was doing a lot of Hendrix covers, things of that nature. If you see this one, Live from the Double Planet, you got to get it. This is when Hedges was really just getting wild out there. Opens up with All Along the Watchtower. So, real badass stuff. Michael Hedges, acoustic guitar master. Okay. Moving right along. Real quick, just I want to put out some... you know, I'm one of these people, like, I feel like if I speak it into the air, it might come true. We already have proof of that. Just 2 weeks ago, I said I want Superbad and I want Backstabbers, and then boom, I'm holding a mint copy of both records in each hand. So, let's continue to put out some good vibes for 2019. Let's go to a record I've had for, oh, I don't know, ever. Herbie Hancock and the Headhunters. That's right. You might know this record. It is an iconic record. Has Chameleon on it. And Sly, Vein Melter, etc., etc. Super dope. Funky era for Herbie Hancock and the Headhunters. As you can see, my copy is rather worn. The vinyl itself plays pretty good, but the sleeve is pretty rough. What I'm hoping is that I find an upgrade copy, a very minty upgrade copy. This has been with me for such a long time. I really hope to I'm not going to get rid of this. I think I'm just going to hang on to it. But I would like a cleaner copy, so I'm just going to put that out into the universe and hope that one arrives soon. Now, that's right. Let me find a record real fast. This will be the last thing for the video. So, the question was asked, Bob, what was the first vinyl record that you ever purchased? Well, I have that right here. Bam. This is John Mayall and the Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton. This is commonly referred to as the Beano record. You see this? Clapton here reading this comic, the Beano comic here. That's why this is referred to as the Beano record. Now, this is a cool record. You can get this, you know, around. It's probably about $10 or between $10 and $20 or something like that. And you know, really fantastic album. Guitar players in particular, especially ones that are on a London Blue label here, ones that are interested in the Les Paul, really get down with this record because Clapton played this Beano. They call this guitar Beano. It was a 50, well, probably more likely a 60 Les Paul, 1960 Les Paul, that was stolen from Clapton right after they recorded this record. He also played what they call a blues breaker amp, which you can see in the background here. This is a smaller Marshall amp, not like a half stack, which is like those big ones you see on stage, that had two 12-inch speakers in it. And he left that on a stage and never came back and got it. And so the Clapton sound that everyone loves from this record here essentially lost forever. The guitar was stolen. He left the amp, and who knows who has these priceless artifacts at this point. But they're gone, man. It's gone. Stuff's gone. On this record, All Your Love, Hideaway, classic track. You can go to any blues jam, see some dudes in tan pants playing that one. Little Girl, Another Man, Double Crossing Time, What I'd Say, Key to Love, Have You Heard, Rambling on My Mind, Stepping Out, Stepping Out, Stepping Out, It Ain't Right. Probably missed one track, maybe Parchment Farm. Yeah, probably didn't mention that one. Here it is, the Beano record. This is I was walking past a like a, you know, one of these kind of places that you take your video games and stuff and sell your video games and comic books and whatnot there. It's not a comic book store. It's like a book and music exchange is what it's called. But I was walking past and seen this in the window. And as a longtime guitar player, I was like, oh shit, there's the Beano album. I better get that. And then that was the beginning of the vinyl, you know, road that we've been on for quite some time now. So, yeah, guys. Hopefully, I find some more records next week and can make another video. Until then, please like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment down below. I don't know. I'll find some video to tack on to the beginning and the end of this thing and try to make it a little more interesting. Until we meet again, Bob out.